comes to WhatsApp, well, who doesn't use WhatsApp? WhatsApp's been around for so long. You know what, when WhatsApp became famous? Well, when, when you had a BlackBerry and you had, when it came to smartphones and Apple just came out, well, it was very hard to be able to text people when it came to pictures, back at that time. And WhatsApp became very popular around that time. I'm talking about 15 years ago, where it would be able to link you to, regardless of, what smartphone you had or what phone you had, and whether you had a Nokia, whether you had a Samsung or a BlackBerry or the newly iPhones, well, you could have downloaded WhatsApp and be able to share content and pictures and everything else that MMS never really allowed. If you recall, if you wanted to text pictures, it was always hard and was not compatible based on the device. Well, since then, WhatsApp now has 2 billion users around the world. Well, interesting fact, the world population is going to go up to 8 billion come November of this year. Yes, 8 billion, something to celebrate, November of this year, so a few months away. And WhatsApp has 2 billion of that population on their platform. So what are they saying? Well, Mark Zuckerberg, who is the CEO of Meta, the parent company who owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, well, he's saying, he announced that there's going to be more control for users to determine who they want to see when they're online. So haven't you ever gone online to check your messages and all of a sudden you have an online status and you're flooded with other messages, and then it looks like a social faux pas when you're not responding right away. And sometimes you shouldn't want to respond right away, especially when you want to think about what you're going to respond to. So now WhatsApp is saying that they're going to make sure that you as the user can determine who sees when you're online. So, when you're checking whether you're on a live call, a video call, or a phone call, or checking your messages, you shouldn't have to be bombarded with messages that are coming in and then it looks like, you're not responding on purpose. Maybe you're just not ready. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you didn't see it. So this is what Mark Zuckerberg's saying as they're trying to realign how much value they provide their subscribers, their users, since Facebook has been dealing with quite a competition when it comes to TikTok losing its users. Who have been going onto the TikTok platform. Well, this is a way to make sure that there's more value. And if you recall, it was announced that WhatsApp would be sharing its information when it came to Facebook. And Facebook's come under a lot of pressure over the years when it comes to misusing the information of its users. And therefore, a lot of people jumped off WhatsApp and have now gone on to Signal, me included. Lots of people have used Signal now, which is a messaging app that's been provided by Elon Musk, and that's a way to make sure that there's security around your messages. So now WhatsApp is stepping up. Mark Zuckerberg saying that there'll also be the ability of users to control who's going to take screenshots of certain messages. And when you want to leave a group, have you ever been added to a group that you've never consented to, where you just get added to a group and then all of a sudden you're bombarded with messages and you want to leave that group, and when you leave that group, there's always an announcement that so-and-so, such person has left the group, and it's always a little bit embarrassing because you don't want it to appear that you don't care about what they're talking about or you don't want to be part of the group. But sometimes you're just added to, group messages that you never gave your consent. It's content that you're not interested in, and also it's so frequent that it's almost disruptive to do your work. Because when I do my work, sometimes I have to even put my phone on silent just to be able to focus on my work, so my phone is not going off all the time. And so when I want to leave certain WhatsApp groups, well, it becomes embarrassing because there's a mass announcement. So Mark Zuckerberg saying, now you can leave those groups without there being an announcement to everybody else who's on the group chat that you left and you made a quiet exit. Just like how you want to make a quiet exit in a party that you're invited to and you feel like you have outstayed your time and you just want to make an exit through the back door without having to say goodbye to 50 people who tell you to stay longer. Well, this is another way to make an exit when it comes to Facebook groups. As you know, we're living more and more online and it's becoming more of part of our reality, and there's certain social faux pas and certain things that you don't want to appear disrespectful.